to another episode of Crown Confidential Podcast. Thank you so much for being here with us today. And we're so excited because today we have a totally different type of podcast. We're going to be talking more about us, and we have some questions that you guys sent us. We got emails, messages, and things that you guys just want to know about us. So we're going to tell you a little bit more about us and just answer the questions that you guys have sent us.
Yes, of course. And we also want to let the people know that, Sully, we are so excited. We finally got 1,000 followers in our
1,000.
channel. I'm so excited. And it's just been 1 month.
I know. Basically, it's a little bit over a month, but
Yeah.
yes, it's amazing all the support that everybody sent us.
Thank you so much for being following us since day one. And we are
Yes.
growing and growing. We didn't expect we're going to have audience and the people reaching out. So thank you so much for following all this time. And you guys got to be ready because this month we have a special guest. Should we
Yes.
tell them yet? Not yet, right?
Not yet, not
Yeah,
yet.
you're gonna know. And also, we want to say thank you for our official sponsor,
Yes.
Euroki, the all the time company us. And let's start with the question. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready. Let's do it.
I don't know. Actually, you are the one who write this one, but I'm so excited to see what the people put it inside because actually, you say, I don't want to see it. I don't
You
want to see
haven't
nothing.
seen
It
it.
is there. So I'm like,
Okay,
okay.
let's see. Let's start with the first question here.
Okay.
So, it says, what is something you would tell your younger self?
Ooh,
And
I
this-
like that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay, I'm my younger self. Like, Kateri, if I look at myself, Kateri, just wait. God has plans for you, and you will make through all your dreams. And I'm already so happy for the person that I become nowadays because I did become the woman that I always wanted
Yeah,
to be.
I mean, I know that one of your dreams was the crown, which you have, right? With
Yes.
Miss Orlando.
What about you, Sully? What about you? Tell me.
Well,
Imagine that there is a little Sully next to you
Little
right
Sully
now.
was a big tomboy, so she definitely wanted to not brush her hair. I know she would be proud to live right next to Universal Studios
Oh,
because
there you go.
that was one of my favorite parts.
I am more Disney girl.
Oh, okay, yeah, me it was Universal Studio all
You know
the
what?
way.
I have some of my friends been telling me like, you girls look like Sam and Cat. Do you know this in Netflix? No, it wasn't in Netflix. It was in Nickelodeon. It was a podcast of girl like with blue eyes and everything. She was like more Tom girl,
Tomboy.
and the other one like a little one
A
like
little
Pinky
girly.
and girly
No,
and
but I have to
unicorn.
see it. I have to see
You
it.
gotta see that. I'm gonna send
Okay.
it to you.
What's
But,
the name
yeah.
again?
It's Sam and Cat.
Okay,
And
okay.
actually has my name.
Oh.
Sam
I
and
think
Cat.
I heard of it.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's Nickelodeon.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Wow, that's amazing.
I was a big tomboy. I always liked sales because my brother was a painter. So I would sell his art at school. So I've been doing sales my whole life. Now I'm doing real estate. So it kind of goes hand in hand.
So you're the only
But-
woman?
No, I have my little sister too. But
Oh, okay.
she's more into languages and she translates Braille like books. and
Wow,
everything.
that's amazing.
Yeah, she's a genius. She's
Yeah,
a
mine's totally positive. My brother is an engineer. He loves maths and all that stuff. I like to read books, go outside, but he's kind of shy. I'm a positive, you know?
You're
This is
opposite,
kinda that. Let's go for the second question?
Okay,
Let's
let's do
do it. Let's see. All right. Is networking really about building relationships or it is mostly about who can benefit you?
I think it's both, right? I think when you network, it's an understanding that you're gonna meet people and that you want to know what they do, but you also want them to know what you do and then how you can help each other.
Correct.
I think you always have to go there with the mindset that, okay, I'm gonna try to get contacts and try to help them so that way they help you.
At the end, it comes both together. I'm agree
Yes.
with that one too. Yeah, I
Yes.
would say both because network real estate is about get to know the people, put in that position and be there. Not it's just you're helping yourself because at the end, you want to be the best realtor, right? So networking is number one. It's the
Yes.
people that you are going outside. You put yourself out there. You get to know the people, and at the end, it becomes a relationship, friendships, and then you ended up helping a family.
Yeah, it
like you
works
know,
out.
if you're asking me something, or I ask you, hey, Suli, I want to get like that one because you're mentoring me. I have many mentors. I will definitely trust you because you've been mentoring me. I had trust in you, and it's about that, you know.
Yeah, and I feel like when you're a realtor, if you're not getting out there, if you're not networking, you're not gonna make it.
Oh no.
A lot of people think that, oh, I want to work from home, so I'm gonna do real estate. No,
Yeah.
you have to get out of the home.
Go
there's
there.
there's a big saying in real estate that you cannot be a secret agent.
Uh-oh.
No, so everybody has to know what you do. You gotta be out there. You gotta be networking, mentoring people. You have to be showing your face and
all the time
doing a
showing
lot
your
of events.
face. Yeah, that's what I like. I met Khalid, and
Mm-hmm.
people know me because I have been carry crowns.
Right.
But it's about that, putting yourself out there, and thank God that
Mm-hmm.
give me a crown to be in this competition and all that stuff, so people get to know me. Now they starting knowing me in my new faceta.
Mm-hmm.
And the people start knowing me like I'm doing a lot of real estate now, and now with the
Yes.
big project that we're gonna be working, I'm so excited
Yes,
for
I
that one
know.
too.
I know. We get a lot of opportunities because of networking. So
Yes.
if you're a new realtor or if you're even a seasoned realtor, but this is a little bit of a tough market, get out there, start networking because people do want to help you if you want to help yourself,
Correct.
basically.
Yes. So everything is about networking. You out there, just
You
follow
ready?
that. Yes.
You ready for
Let's
the
do
other
it.
question? Okay, let's see. Let's see.
Don't mix it absolutely. All right.
Okay. Is social media creating successful business women or creating the illusion of success?
No, it's about be yourself. Definitely, I would say 1,000% social media is a 90% of the real estate career and everything you want to do. If you want to be model, even you want to be real estate, if
Right.
you want to be president, you have to have the social media, but never stop being yourself. So if you're confident, you're very person who's gonna show the truly yourself, people will notice the difference if you're
Yeah.
in front of cameras or you outside cameras. You still always gonna be the same.
Yes, absolutely. And when I started in real estate a long time ago, I never thought I would be doing this much social media. If somebody told me with the license you have to do all this social media, I would be like, no, that's it, I'm done. No, because it wasn't a big thing back then. It was more about your cousin's friend and
All
that
family.
person. It's more about relationship through referrals through your network.
Back on the day,
Now-
so you was just referred.
it was just referrals. It was even like the leads that we would get from Zillow. You have to pay the zip codes. It wasn't even that many.
I know.
So it was all about like who knew you,
Who you know.
and who you know, basically.
Yeah, that's what the broker,
So,
our broker says the same. He
But
used to go for
now-
the big page.
Yes.
Look at what is inside.
Exactly.
I'm like, hey, how do you do it? I mean, I
Right.
have everything, social media. But at the same time, I feel when you have social media handle, you always people tend to compare, and sometimes I
Yes.
do too. Until I stop myself and I say, "Oh, I have my own style." People will like you for who you are,
Yes.
right? And there is no competition in real estate. I don't feel that one. I've been talking to many
No,
of my friends.
I don't think there's competition because, even though technically there is competition in real estate, but you just have to keep competing with yourself
Exactly.
to be better, right?
Exactly, I'm totally agree.
So, but with social media, I think that if you're not in social media right now, you're missing out. There's a lot of great realtors. There's a lot of great mortgage brokers that I know, like they're amazing and they'll definitely close the deals, and they don't have a social presence. But guess what? Nowadays, when clients look me up, they look at my Instagram.
Exactly.
They look at my Facebook page. They look you up in that way. They want to get to know
And
you
it's also
first.
part to believe, to trust. How do you gonna trust
Exactly,
if you just
the
call me and
trust.
like, he didn't have a picture with the people closing and all that stuff. People gotta trust in yourself. You gotta put yourself out there. When you're closing I am part of like Jupiter Property. We are part of that,
Yes.
but then also helping the realtors that they are there, because we have realtors that we gotta put them out there. So I'm teaching all the time there. The people that are over 50, they don't know how to use
Yes,
social media.
you're good at that.
So I'm pushing it. You gotta take a picture out there. You go with your client, make a picture with that one, because it will help to people believe in yourself. I mean, I know you cannot go using social media, but try to make it picture with your
It's true.
client.
It's true, and I do have to keep working
Remember I
on that.
called you when you
I
just
know,
closed it. I'm like, where
I
is your
know.
picture?
I just had a closing this week, and you're like, "Where's your picture?" This and that. I'm like, you're so busy. You're closing. You're translating. You're doing this. You're doing that. At
Yeah,
that
I
point,
bet.
I was representing both the buyer and the seller,
Oh,
so
wow.
I had to make sure everything was done.
Correct.
And one of the big things that we have to do as realtors is that we have to make sure everybody's doing their job. So in this particular closing, I have to pay extra attention because they were leaving
Don't worry,
and
we
they weren't
use
even
chat.
giving them all the documents so they can turn on
Yeah,
the
the picture
utilities.
me.
And I'm like, hey, where are the documents? So the picture was the last thing in my mind, but it's true. We need that because we need that proof, right? That social proof.
Well, that is we're in the 2025, so we had the AI. I hope it
Yeah.
helps a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, it's about to be yourself, but in picture is important. It's not just do. I have a lot
Exactly.
of members. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's do the next one.
I want to take the last one. Let's see. What actually makes a client trust you? Ooh, that's related to what we're just talking about.
Okay, I think that a client will trust you when you put their best interests up front and when they can see it. Because sometimes we do put their best interest, but they don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to make a mistake that I used to hide a lot of the information from the buyer or the seller, so they didn't get a lot of stress. And yeah, part of that is that, but sometimes you got to show them, hey, I did this to cover this for you, or to make sure that this so you have to be clear, and you have to make sure that they are seeing that you have their best interest in heart, basically.
Even if you fail and you tell them, hey, I didn't fill out this one, we humans, we
yeah,
can
this didn't happen, but guess what, now we did this, and this is already done.
Nice. Yeah. Well, for me, first of all, I didn't know. I wanna feel like the people. You build confidence and the trust with the people. You are being by yourself. People will trust in you no matter if you're new, if you're an expert. Everything is gonna be about who you are. Without all the time, people know you. By the way, all the time they can catch you. You're faking if you're not being real with them. So people will trust you. Even if you're selling a rug, my mom says like that, you just gotta be unique, be yourself. So do never change it. Even if you're in a bad situation, people say, yeah, she fell, like I was asking you right now. She fell, but she were strong enough to tell the client, like, hey, I fell here, I didn't know how to do this contract.
Yeah.
But I did it, and I'm telling you I did. So let me fix it again. Let me call the broker, mortgage, or somebody else
just make it happen, right? Just try to fix it before you talk to them. Not just don't bring them problems, bring them the solution.
Exactly.
That's part of it. And in real estate, we call the mistakes that we make our courses, because it's gonna cost us money, and we're never gonna make them again.
Yeah.
So that's like a course, a real estate course.
Nice.
All right,
let's
so
do another
let's
one.
see the other one. What do you think about the realtors that wear really sexy clothes to market their listings? Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. And I think we're seeing more and more of these recently. I know that I'm in a lot of Facebook groups, and they post like, what do you guys think about this? And it's this lady with like some really sexy outfits, and they're selling, but personally, I've been doing this for a long time, so I am all about, you got to look uglier. I'm sorry to tell you, as a woman, sometimes
That's what you told me. I was like, wait a minute.
I'm sorry, ladies. Sometimes you have to look uglier because you're dealing more with the wives. You're dealing more with the female and the partnership.
And that thing, I don't think so. You need to look uglier just because you want to get the client. I think you just need to. Well, I am a model, right? So I do have like I don't need to look ugly. I'm also trying to pretend like, oh, I'm gonna be so sexy and
there's a line, right?
Yeah,
there's
there is a line where you can. You don't need to be look ugly, and you don't need to look. You just be yourself. Everything is about be confident, be yourself. Because if you know and you know who you are, you're working in real estate, you gotta know how to present yourself. I'm a model. They put me to model with swimming suits. I'm doing it in a professional way.
Right.
But if they want, I have some photographers, they say, Katherine, you wanna be in swimming suits, I can do it, but if I'm in the beach or in the swimming pool, my director told me, you cannot take a swimming pool, like a swimming suits into a room. Doesn't make sense, right? It's the same with real estate. If you're representing, you gotta be very confident. You're selling a house, but don't try to make ugly because
don't put it out there like, okay, we sell this house. Sometimes I see the comments that the men put there. They're like, is she selling the house or is she selling herself? So it's a fine line for sure. And like, you're very fashionable. And I love that about you. I wish I was more fashionable. I'm more plain. But like you said, it's a fine line. And if you're selling a house and you're dealing with the wife and the husband, you want to make sure that everything is respectable and they respect you and they see you for your worth, right?
I'm agree with that one. So what I do see, I know what you mean. Some people, sometimes it actually works. It actually works,
If they're selling, I mean,
go for it. But
if they're selling, you do you, babe. But for me personally, no.
I'll tell you a secret. So we have a broker, right? So Khalid. Well, I don't even remember what was the name, but this girl is like, hey, I'm about to sell 1 million the homes, or I don't know how many millions was it. And then say, make sure before you go ahead with anything, and just make sure you are closing that, because anything can happen until the day of the closing day. So I don't know what she did, but the closing day, it didn't fail. and the girl was exposing herself too much, and
wow.
yeah, but it's part of that. I hear many histories about that, and if you guys have a history, please comment on the YouTube. We're gonna hear about that.
Yeah, if you know anybody that's selling either themselves, not the house, we want to hear about that story. That's crazy. All right, so let's see the next question. If you got $500,000 today, how would you invest it?
My
500,000.
my old me would say, let's go shopping.
I know, right?
But no. Right now, I will definitely buy my first property and try invest and buying
I
more
know,
and
I know
buying more.
you've been telling me it's coming. I know your property's coming. That first one. That's a good one. That's a good one. And like you said, yeah, the old me would say this and that. For me, I would say 500,000. That's a good chunk of change. So you know that I'm building 2 new builds, right?
Yes.
2 new homes. I would see how that goes and just keep investing in building new homes so we can sell them, because that's the fastest way that we can get big checks.
Correct.
At the end of that year after the house is built. So I'll probably keep doing that, or get into more like a commercial plaza.
Oh, that would be even better.
But that 500,000 would just be like a down payment for a commercial plaza. But maybe something to look at. I think I'll be one of those 2 would be my options.
And now you start doing a lot of commercial one, right?
Yes,
So that's
yes,
the
yes.
thing. Yeah. But yeah, that's good. Well,
Yes.
see how the people change when you are growing and growing.
Exactly.
Before,
Your mindset changes.
Said that definitely. Before, yeah, let's go shopping. Let's go party. No. Right now, hey, I'm focused what I want.
Dubai.
Realtors after
Hours.
2 hours.
Okay.
Yes, hours. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Realtors after hours. What do you do after hours?
After hours.
Tell us your secret. Okay, but tell us the secret.
After
we know
hours. Okay, so I go to bed. I'm exhausted.
And then your husband there too. Let's go party.
Yeah, I know. No, I like to go out. I like to go out to eat because
You're a foodie girl.
A very foodie girl. I know every restaurant in Orlando. So if you need recommendations, I know
Get to
all the
Suli.
sushi spots, Pakistani and
What's your
Indian.
favorite? What's your favorite? Like if you gotta pick something.
Oh, well, we just went to this amazing all-you-can-eat sushi, and it's not like where you go.
So you're
and
more
get 'em.
Japanese?
I definitely like my Asian food.
Asian food.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's like a Brazilian sushi place in International Drive.
Okay.
And everything is so fresh, and they come and serve you.
And they
just
put you
serve
the meat on the top?
No, that's
Okay,
more
okay,
like
no.
the Brazilian meat. This is just
Okay.
all seafood,
Okay.
like sushi, and it's delicious. It's so good. The service is amazing too.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And I'm practicing my Portuguese, so it works out.
There you go. Your third language, right?
Yes,
There
yeah.
you go. Well, me, after I was out, Suli, I love complicate my life.
Yes,
but
I
I
know
love
that.
this love complication. I love it. So, yeah, what it makes me out of this world is my modeling. I love to be modeling. I love to be making outside, working with the designers. It's my passion. I don't see them, but even I feel tired because it costs you a lot of energy.
Oh my God, yes. I only tried to
People
model a
ask
couple
me.
times, and it was exhausting. I couldn't even do it. It was hard.
I love it. I enjoy it when I'm there, but after that, I'm like, I'm home. Oh. But in the relaxing days, I mean, honestly, I don't have any day off. Like, honestly, all the time, even networking, even modeling, fashion,
No, you do a lot
reality
of
show,
networking.
and many things that I'm also. This is what I love to do. I don't see like I'm working when I'm doing modeling. So yeah, that's what I love. But if it gives me money, even better, right?
Yeah. If it pays the bills, that's what we want.
Yes. All right. Next one. Oh, can you teach confidence?
Yes, I think anything can be taught, right? Like, especially you could teach confidence for sure. I
I
think
love it.
if you really want it, you can learn it, and if you really are lacking it, somebody can come and help you improve it.
And
right?
all the person that you say, they are there for helping you.
Yes,
Yeah, many
yes.
people, I feel so happy when the people says, you are the one who inspiring me to be the person who I am right now. And I'm like, wow, did I really did that? I'm like, and I have, and even moms, the kids that I teach them, and they say, you are the one my kids went for it. Or she remembered, she was my first friend when I was in the model. I was like, wow, did I cause that impact? Yeah. And I honestly feel so grateful. But yeah, confidence is something that every single person have in. It's just about to develop and believe in yourself.
Exactly. No, that's great. That's great. Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let's see the
Next
next
one.
Next one. What is a crazy experience you have from selling real estate? Oh my God. A million.
Really? That question?
A million.
You might have a lot of that.
I have so many that we could do a whole podcast on it.
I
because
bet.
it's insane. And I think the longer that you're in the business, unfortunately, the more stories you get.
I know. You might have doubts. Tell us.
The craziest one, I mean, it's crazy because there's two, but it's like the same client or the same client circle.
Okay.
So one was that the one of the owners, let's just say, I'm not gonna get into specifics, right? Like the buyer bought a condo, and they flipped it. So we bought the property to flip, right? Like they bought it to flip. I showed them the property, they loved it. They flipped it, and then the son went in with some boxes.
Okay.
We were getting ready to close, and he put boxes on top of the stove, right? So I guess he touched.
You mean boxes of
like
what?
A box?
Okay, like empty boxes.
And no, with some stuff in the boxes. He just puts a box on top of the stove. You're never supposed to put anything on top of any stove, and it just clicked on the stove, and it caused a fire, like 3 days or 4 days before closing. But the crazy thing is, they had just flipped like they remodeled the whole property. It was like brand new.
Stop! Don't say that.
So
oh my God!
Thank God for a neighbor that heard the alarm and went in with a fire extinguisher, and then we were able to extend the closing, fix what it needed to be fixed, and we still.
But it was a loss. It was a loss.
It was a big loss. It was a big loss. It wasn't a total loss, but we were still able to follow. Thank God for that neighbor, because he was able to turn off the fire, and it wasn't a total loss.
So you invite the neighbor to the closing?
No, I should have given him a closing gift. Yeah, but that was the craziest thing one of the craziest stories. I learned a lot, and then you know what? From that moment on, in my closings, I always give the new buyers a fire extinguisher that can because as a gift. As one of the gifts, because nobody buys them. Nobody really thinks
they
that
think it's
not
going to happen nothing.
No, and I had a fire in my house at one point. That's another story. So it's very real.
That's actually very interesting, because I see many realtors, they give like a box for things that they're welcoming and all the stuff.
Oh yeah, you want to do a lot, but you want
that is a good idea. You're never going to know what's going to happen.
I give him a fire extinguisher that it will also turn off grease fires, because that's another type of fire. So you don't want to just give him any extinguisher. But after that, I learned a lot. And also being an Airbnb owner, there's a lot of people that have used my Airbnb because they had a fire, or there was a storm and it was lightning and it caused a fire. So the fires are really real when it comes to properties. Mm-hmm. So I always try to give that to the to the buyers as a welcome gift, so they don't have to think about it.
Of course.
And it lasts 10 years, so they can think of me for 10 years while they have it.
10 years. There you go. Okay, I will do that too. Mm-hmm. All right. Next question is being attractive an actual advantage in business, or do people just pretending is it?
I think it's always an advantage for everything, but I don't think it's everything. But I do think people like to work with good-looking people, right? Like if somebody doesn't take care of themselves and it's just smelly, or like it's just like unwell groomed, it's a kind of turn off, right? It's kind of like the people that work out, right? Like when somebody walks into a room and you see somebody that's fit, they are putting the time and taking care of themselves. So they take care of business. Most of my mentors, when I started in real estate, I know Glenn Tarrant is a big one. He was the owner of a bank in Clearwater, and he would go on his lunch break to work out. And he owned a home in a whole island. So, I mean, he was the one who taught me, you have to take care of yourself. It's all about your presentation. So I think it does come hand in hand. People do want to work with people that take care of themselves.
Of course. I'm totally agree with that one. It's just not to be, it's take care of yourself, that effort that you put it, because it does take time to you be up there. And also, like the broker, it's not just being a pretty face. It's what do you have inside that one.
Exactly.
So, just don't be a pretty face. Be there. Show the people that you are more. So I've been learning a lot of things in real estate, And it's cool. Be a pretty lady. Who doesn't want to work with? That's where I start. Many people say, who doesn't want to work with Miss Orlando, before I even had the real estate license? Yeah, but you also gotta get to know, and trust me, I put myself every single day to push myself, get to know what is, when I finish to work, read something, because I wanna be a lot of knowledge. As much knowledge you are, you're more beautiful.
Exactly. I agree 100%. All right.
Almost done.
Almost done. What is it like to be a realtor in this market?
Oh my God. Sully, I entered to the, and I always say like, oh my gosh, I entered in the wars. I don't even know if I call it wars. Now, no, before I say, yeah, the market is slow. Everybody knows
Yes,
that
everybody
one.
knows that. Yeah.
But is that the perfect time? I changed my mind after that. Is that the perfect time to worth it? To a couple next year or a couple maybe 1 year more that it's gonna be in because it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
this. It's a
Yes,
cycle.
exactly.
And next year we're gonna be, I can't believe how we're gonna be like calling.
Oh my God, yeah, we're gonna be so busy. It is a tough market. In this market is very hard, but guess what? The people that are grinding, the realtors that are out there, the people that are putting their social media out
Right
there,
now.
the people that are making their calls are the ones that are gonna be successful when the market, kicks up.
Yeah.
And
Congrats for that.
And that's what we're working hard right now to do, to make sure that we're that one and top of mind of people.
Yes.
But if you're doing good right now, if you know a realtor that's killing it right now, that's like getting sales and closing,
They've been working on time.
they've been doing it for a long time and they know what they're doing. So support them because every day that they wake up, they are starting brand new. Because as when you close, that's it. You got to start with the next deal
You
and
always
finding the
want
next
more,
client.
more.
Yeah.
Yes, I like that. Well, let's do. Next question. Would you rather work with someone who is extremely knowledgeable,
Knowledgeable.
corrígeme, knowledgeable, but difficult to like, or likable but less experience?
Okay, so either very knowledgeable but you don't like them, or you like them but they don't know a lot.
Tell me.
I think I'd rather work with someone that I like, and we can always teach them, or we can always figure it out together. Because in this business, you have to like the people around you. Like
To feel
it's a
comfortable
tough-
in environment.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Thank you. Yes, that's because you're working and you're as a self-employed person, you have to motivate yourself every day. So imagine working with someone that brings you down or that's negative,
Yes.
and then you're like, okay, now I got to talk to this guy, but I
Another
need
day.
them, like I need their knowledge or I need their input
Yeah.
or their services. So yes, I'd rather work with somebody that's way likable, and as long as they have a good mentor or they can figure it out, it's all good.
Yes.
And
it's
we all
like-
have to start somewhere.
Exactly. It's just I would say the same. Like if you like somebody, it's you work as a team, and
Yeah.
a team makes it stronger, and then you develop together. Who knows? She's gonna teach you, or him's gonna teach you something different that you don't know
Yep.
in the area, because everybody is different in different area, and then you're gonna teach them the one that she doesn't know, like kind of complimenting us.
Yeah, exactly.
Last one.
Compliments.
All right,
the last
let's
one.
do
Let's
it.
see.
Can you be too nice in business and still be successful?
I think no. I mean, it's always good to be too nice. And you can be successful. There's some nice people, but there's a time to be nice. But there's another word that is assertive. There's a time to be nice, and there's a time to be assertive, and then the time to be, like firm.
Correct.
So yes, you can be nice. I think I'm very nice in business for both sides. I love when a realtor is really nice on the other side, and that we can actually talk. Because I've had realtors, if you've been doing this for a long time, you have the older realtors that scream at you, that yell at you.
They're
And you're like,
always
oh my God, can we just get this transaction done? So I love when a realtor is super nice, and then I'm nice, and it's just a happy-go-lucky time. And it just makes the transaction go by so smooth. And then guess what? They want to work with you again.
Exactly.
The same thing with me. I'm like, what else do you have? What other clients do you have? What other listings do you have? What can I
But
bring
you get to learn along each
Yes.
other, you're
Yes.
working as a team now.
And a lot of the realtors that I'm friends with, we work together in where they either represented the seller and I had the buyer, or vice versa. And then we became friends because they were nice, and it's easier.
And they're best friends. They're buying you and recommending to you and everything.
Yep.
Yes. So business, can you be too nice in business and still be successful? Yes. I will say to the people who's looking at the channel, just never stop being yourself. No matter if you're pretending to be nice with somebody else, they're gonna feel your energy. That's all.
Yep.
And thank you
Yes,
so
that's
much. We
it.
got everything.
We are
It was
done.
nice. So you guys, please, if you have more questions, you want to know more this, we can make this one next time, because we're receiving a lot of things. So thank you so much for being here with us again.
Yeah, and they can email us, right?
Yeah. We have also our official. We don't have a special. People asking us if we have Instagram. No. We have our personal Instagram, but we do have our official email that is here. It's Crown Confidential Podcast. So if you have any question or something, just text us here, and we can wait to see you in the next chapter. Bye.